announcements at everyone. What's today? Wednesday stream. Wednesday streaming. Alright. Let's fucking get to it. So, one of the last times I was working on this, I was experiencing lag editing my NPC prefab, but that shit is all taken care of. I hope it's still taken care of. I hope nothing changed. Let's see, type in 555. Oh yeah. No more lag. Let's see if there's any lag on the on the world scene. Like in this spawner. Can I type in NPC? Yep, look at that. Nice and clean. Mwah. Alright. So, what was I doing last? We got the NPC set up to, oh, you know what I can do? Let me see something really quick. Just look at my face for a second, and back to this. Okay. Desktop, February 26.txt. What? I want this to open up in Notepad. Come on. Where'd my Notepad go? There it is. Almost lost my Notepad. Wait a minute. Weird. Notepad. It's because I did something funky with my Notepad++. What's going on? Where's Notepad? Why do I only have Notepad++? Where's Notepad? No! Where is it? Why does it seem like Notepad is gone? This is insane. Alright, fine, I'll open it with Notepad++. God damn it. Alright. Man, but this is, I have to like figure out all this text wrap shit. Not a great start to the stream. Not a great start at all. I just want Notepad. Do I seriously have to ask, where did Notepad go? Windows system, oh, because it's not, that's where, okay, so it's like hiding somewhere really weird. Open with, choose another app. This is my own fault for trying to like change all my file extensions and shit. C, Windows, System 32. System 32, search Notepad. Come on. What? Come on. What is going on here? Windows System 32. Oh. Nope, still not finding it. Or, oh, I see. Percent win direct. I can't believe I'm hunting for Notepad right now. But what's fucked up is that, like, I can't even get it on here. All apps, Windows accessories, find the apps. Oh, apps. This is the worst start to a stream. Fuck, I just want Notepad. Notepad is gone. Windows 10. Really? Apps and features? Do I have to fucking install Notepad right now? What is going on? Notepad? Why? I don't like that plus is in there. Apps and features, optional features. Notepad. Christ, I'm installing, uninstall. And I guess I'll just reinstall it after that. Now it's not in there. Fuck you. Notepad? Alright, here we go. Here it is. Alright, back in the mix. Come on, Notepad. Piece of shit. Goofy King says, Monkey. Beautiful monkey. What's up, Goofy King? Oh, you know, just kicking the stream off by installing Notepad. Sounds like, you know, my kind of thing to be doing right now. God, and now it's like, oh, fuck off. You know what? I don't need it. I don't need it right now. Open with WordPad. Oh yeah, it sounds fucking great. Now I can't find my Notepad++. I wonder if there's something that's like, let me see, Notepad. Monkey just dabbing. Goofy King just dabbing. Just dabbing and dabbing. Preferences. If the agent spots a player, the agent will stay put until the player is out of sight. If the agent loses sight of the player for more than 2 seconds, the agent will get the player's V3 at the moment and set the agent's destination. Then we'll just stand around at that spot in an idle animation and then check if there's a seat. Okay. I'll periodically check if Notepad is done. It's like, give me a break. Give me a break, bro. Why is Notepad inaccessible to me right now? Let's see. Add a feature. Or what is it called? Features. Alright, let's just... I know what I'm doing. I'm a pro. I don't need this shit right now. Okay, let's see, I'm trying to like, sorry if this is kind of loud. I feel like I don't even, no, I should use this pop filter. Okay. NPC, we have this retrieve intel, so they go to get it, right? Okay, but what about agents? We have our agent routine, and our agent will follow the target, and that's if the target to follow is spotted, and that's set up from our NPC vision thing, which is also tied to this neck, head, field of view. Right, so we have this spotting the target to follow. So this checks whether or not the target has been caught. I mean, not caught, but like, you know, seen, spotted. And then if it is spotted, it sets that NPC vision to true, and then NPC vision goes to here, I believe. Follow at a distance. See player in view. Bool test is target to follow and goes to follow at a distance. And I guess what's worth trying right now is like, I think, well, nothing else really responds to that, right? Player is intruding and unconcerned. I think the test I want to try right now is like, if I play this, oops, you know, will normal NPCs react that same way? So I'm gonna run this, and so what should be happening is the agents, you know, like other spies, they should be following you when they see you. But people like the mailman and, you know, your fellow agents or moles and sources, all those other types of NPCs, they should not go into that mode. So for example, this person, whoever's walking towards me right now, this person is the mailman. We go to NPC vision, it says players in view, and nothing's really happening, right? Gets player of interest. Okay, nice. So it doesn't do anything. now that we know that, I mean, might be different with other situations, but at least we know for the mailman it doesn't do anything, which is good for now. And I remember being able to play through and nothing else really kind of getting in the way otherwise. So let's go to agent routine and follow target. That's what this is, and I think that's the last FSM on here, right? Yep, follow target. So we're gonna open that up. And here's where we last left off. Here's where I really wish I could have got something going. So what I'm going to try to do today is set it up so at least agents will follow us around. But only if they are from a rival agency. So we got that condition already set up. You know, they know when we're from a rival agency. At least that's set up. But now the actual following behavior is what we need to do. So, get FSM game object. Follow target variables player. Gets the hold on. This is kind of a shiesty way to find out who the player is. Maybe. What I have to remember is that if I ever use this again in multiplayer stuff, then I need to make sure that that value is being set specifically by this thing, the photon view get is mine. So it makes sure that whoever's playing the game, it recognizes that as them and not the person that they're playing with. Somebody who says something in a language or has a name that I can't read says, what do you think of Bolt? Is it better for beginners? You know, to be very honest, I think it really does just have to come down to like, I have zero interest in Bolt and I can't really say I support it very much. I think I can support it just as much as any other learning tool for C#, but I wouldn't recommend it. You know, like and the thing is, I'm also speaking as somebody who's never used it. I've just watched a ton of videos of other people using it, and just my understanding of it is just like the idea of Bolt is not interesting to me. I would rather learn C#. So for a beginner, I would say either learn C# or Playmaker. Just pick one of those. Okay, so let's just say that we do go with this, right? We get the player and then player camera. Specify the player camera object and it is visible to camera. So this setup is basically like if the player is looking at them. So I'm actually gonna make a different state, and we'll set this as the start state, and I'll keep this somewhere else. I'll go ahead and delete these transitions for now. And disable that, just so it doesn't give us a little red line. Can player see me? There we go. Also, honestly, like, this is kind of a fucking weird way to do it. So do we have, what kind of raycast do we have? Raycast 2, does it have from position end object? Yeah, check this out. a target object for the direction, overrides direction if used. So raycast 2 is pretty cool because it's kind of like something else called a line cast. I just saw Dumb Game Dev recently use a line cast, and I was like, oh shit, that's what I'm looking for. This because doing a line cast is basically doing a line of sight check. So we could use this raycast 2 to get from this NPC, right? Or rather, we could specify a different object. We could specify the head of the NPC. So that's from there. And then the end object, we could specify as the player of interest, I should say. Player of interest. So we would have to get that first. Let's go in these variables. We'll get rid of player, player camera object. Okay, so we just have this now. We can, I believe, let me see, NPC FOV, player of interest, that's right, okay. So follow target, we're gonna have a get FSM game object. And it's gonna use its owner, and the FSM name will be NPC vision. The variable will be player of interest, and we'll store the value in that same variable. All right, so getting the player of interest and then checking if we could see it. The distance we'll keep it as 100. We'll just make it like as far as they can. Or actually, let's make it like 25. And there's kind of some weird things I wanted to do in here now that like I'm thinking like maybe the raycast 2 isn't best suited for, because like this says that like the NPC will be standing here and the player will be standing here, and the NPC's checking it by casting a ray from the player to the NPC, and as long as there's nothing in between them, then that will count as yes, the player can see the NPC. But that's true even if the player has their back turned to the NPC, because all this raycast is doing is sending a line between these two objects. It has nothing to do with which direction the objects are facing. So the player can have their back turned and still register as like, yeah, I see the NPC. What I want to do to correct that, to kind of solve for that, I guess, is I want to then compare I want to check if the player is looking in the direction of the NPC, so we can get the direction. Is there anything that's like, there's look at direction, get forward, transforms a direction from a game object's local space to world space, and aligned direction, enforce space to get opposite of transform direction, look at direction. So we want to be able to get the direction of the player and compare that direction to the position of. Oh, that's kind of weird though. That kind of is just making a field of view thing. Because if you did want to get the direction of the player, like whatever direction they're looking in, and then see if they're looking in the direction of the NPC, then you would have to draw some type of boundary, because you would have to define an angle. That's interesting. Okay, that's making me realize. Let's see. What about angle? Get angle to target. gets the angle between a game object's forward axis and a target. The target can be defined as a game object or position. If you specify both, then the position will be used as a local offset from the target's position. Gets the angle between a game object's forward axis and a target. Gets the angle between the forward axis and a target. So what is that? It's like a V3? It's a float. Interessant. I wonder. You know what would be kind of interesting is I wonder if there's anything in the ecosystem. Let's see. Line of sight. Array get closest object in sight. This says return the closest game object within an array from a transformer position which does not have a 2D or 3D collider between itself and another game object. So it sounds like this is just doing a line cast between them. And the same thing would probably be with that one. Maybe something like view. Because we have that, there's a field of view cone in there somewhere too, but I don't want to use that. Camera animates perspective, sphere cast, and collider bounds, zoom, overlap, 2D, box casts. Alright, last one is FOV. Search, too many search. Okay. I wonder if there's a better way to do this. Following the target. You know what we could do? We could make it not dependent on whether or not, like, I could add that later on. So maybe instead of checking whether or not the player is looking at them for them to move, they just kind of stand around at a certain distance. So we can set up some states to represent that. We can have waiting to see player. I'm gonna like make these states overly descriptive, like their names, just so I can kind of bang out like a little sketch of how I want the FSM to go. So it waits to see the player, and then if it does see the player, then they check distance, right? Or if they see the player, then they begin to follow them, but they check distance. Let me see, check distance. And in here, it'll get whether or not they're too far, or let me see. So the behavior that we're trying to, oh, Pathor, hey, what's up? Pathor says, hey, after long days, how's it going? How's it going? How are y'all doing today? How's the chat doing today? So we're waiting to see the player, and then when we do see the player, we check the distance, and we ask too close or too far. So if they were walking and they suddenly saw the player way out somewhere, right? What they could do is they could get a little closer. And if it's, so we're trying to look, a better way to say this is check too far, too far, check too far / check too close. So this will check whether or not they're too far or too close, and then we'll have two other states, too far, and this one will be too close. This might not be exactly how it pans out, but I can at least get the logic here. So let's put these like right here. Or actually, like, this is fine. Too far and too close. Now, too far would mean, you know, move closer. And then too close would mean stay put. Okay, and then with that too far one, you have like a like an in route to player, and then you have a like close enough, right? And then here's where they would, like, you know, smoke, newspaper, or like sit. So it's like if they're, once they get close enough, they'll just kind of stand around and smoke a cigarette, or maybe they'll pull out a newspaper, or maybe they'll have a seat and do one of those other things generally. And then once they are close enough and they are sitting, right, then you would want them to go to the player, idle once they're close enough, and then once they are close enough, they go back to checking if the player is too far or too close. Now the thing is, in all of these states, there's no reason that the NPC should be following somebody for no reason. We don't want our NPCs following people for no reason. We want NPCs following somebody with some sort of intention, you know, like there's an intent behind why they're following them. So for us, for the thing that I'm going to be programming right now, is I want this NPC to follow people with the intent of attacking them and capturing them to interrogate them. So what we'll do is we'll have a way to kind of, every time we get to one of these checkpoints in the states, we'll have it go like, okay, is there an open opportunity to attack right now? So every time it gets to one of these checkpoints, let's see, waiting to see player, check too far, too close, and to player. This one is close enough, and then you have smoke, newspaper, sit, or check to attack. That's what we want. John Jero says, gonna microwave some popcorn and watch my boy Steven. Ah, yeah. That sounds like a very fine Wednesday evening to me. Yeah. What I feel like, yeah, I used to have breakfast and watch Brendan Chung. Okay, so, oh, by the way, to the folks watching right now, yesterday I did a little test, just to kind of see how I would set things up, and tonight I'm going to do another test, but after the dev stream tonight, I'm going to be doing Deep Rock Galactic stream. So, 5 a.m., it's Wednesday, my dudes, it's Tuesday, 5 a.m. for me. That's crazy. Wait, so are you, John Jero, are you just waking up, or are you at the end of a routine? But yeah, so after this dev stream, I'm gonna pop on and I'll send a Twitch link because I'm gonna be playing Deep Rock with my friends. So I'm trying to get that going up because there's some amazing moments that I wish I would have had on stream before. And yeah, y'all are very welcome to tune in. I'll put the link in the Discord once I have that up tonight. No, I was playing DayZ. Check out the screenshot on Discord gaming channel. All right, yeah, I'll check that out I'll check it out after I'm done here and before I hop on to Twitch tonight. Okay, so got this all set up. Looks good. Waiting to see the player. Once they do see the player, checks if they're too far, too close. If they're too close, they stay put. And I think that's kind of like this. I think these are. I think there is no such thing as too close then. They basically only check if they're too far, right? So this is check too far. And then we could put these closer like that. And then if it is too far, then they move closer, so they're en route to the player, and then when they are close enough, they kind of do some other thing. but it'll kind of loop back to that check too far thing. And then somewhere in these parts, they're always going to be waiting to check if it's cool to attack now. Like the nun outfit. Oh yeah, yeah, thanks. That's an old picture. A woman I dated a long time ago. She dressed me up in that thing, and we did a little photo shoot. It's from a Polaroid too. It's a great picture. I have it somewhere in my closet. Okay. I think I'm ready to start throwing some actions in here. So waiting to see the player. Get FSM game object, NPC player of interest. I feel like actually what we could do is NPC vision. See, waiting to see player. Here we go. I'll put this in here, and then I'll get distance. Oops, get distance, and we'll be checking the player of interest, and we'll store the results in a new variable called distance to player. Then we'll do a float compare, and we'll compare the distance to player to something like 15, and let's see. This is not going to be every frame though. Or actually, it is every frame, I think. Yeah. So this is just checking every frame. Okay. I'm kind of thinking of ways where this won't have to like cycle through so many times. We could keep it at every frame. So it'll get the player of interest, and it'll get the distance, and waiting to see player. Actually, hang on. We're not going to have these as every frame. Instead, we'll have at this waiting to see player, we're going to have a get FSM bool, because I have a bool that represents whether or not the NPC can see the player, and that comes from NPC vision. And that's can see player. And we'll store the value in a new variable called, well, we'll call it the same thing. Let me see. Copy this, new variable, paste, right? And then we'll do a bool test. And the bool can see player, checking that out for true and false. All right. And actually, I think maybe the false won't have anything. Yeah, so it'll only wait for a true statement. Delete transition. Okay, so if we can't see the player, it'll go here. So these should be checked every frame. And then when you get here, since we know we can't see it, we'll get the player, get the distance, and then compare that. And if it's equal to or greater than, it'll be true. But if it's less than, it'll be false. And so if it's too far, then we go here. But if it's not too far, then we'll go back to a little wait state. And I'm just going to give this a buffer. So there's kind of like a margin of error for our NPC who they can kind of like lose us, you know? So they'll wait like 3 seconds. And the finished event will be next. And we'll go up to this. All right. Wait. So this waiting to see player. If you can't see the player, checks if they're too far. And if they are too far, then we go up to this next state called too far, where they're going to move closer. So, right here, we want to get position. And we're getting the position of player of interest, storing that in a vector called, let's call it destination v3, and set agent destination. You know, this old routine, this classic gem. Actually, this is still owner, my bad. And the destination we want to set is v3. And then when that's done calculating the path, go off to the next event, which is en route to player. And here we go. This is where we put in animator play. I think it's walk 1, right? And then we have is stopped. Set agent is stopped. Unchecked, so that means that they are moving. And then we get a float compare a distance. Get agent remaining distance. And float compare. So we're going to store this result in distance to player. And we're going to compare that. We'll give it like a 2 meter. 2 meters is good. Oh, actually, no. We don't want to get that close. We want to stay our distance. Oh shit, Frank Reynolds in the house. What's up, Frank Reynolds? What is going on? Haven't heard from you in a while. How's everything going? Everything's going good here. I think, fingers crossed that I can get a cool following system up and running tonight. That would be cool. Just to hit play and watch an NPC that like stays their distance and follows us. And then as soon as we're somewhere like private, they make their attack. I don't know how far we're gonna get with this, but hopefully at least we can see an NPC following us. So, en route to player, we don't want them getting too close, right? Like, so close enough will be, let's say, oh shit, we should measure some stuff out here. Let's see, let's get some measurements down. Like, how long is this city block? Let me see. Because if all of our dudes are like 2 meters, or is that what they are? Yeah, they're 2 meters, that's 6 feet. That means like right here is about, it's like 6, 12. Kind of feel like it's a far. Here, this person to talk to, I'm gonna put in a 3D object cube, and then I'm gonna unparent it just so it's right here so we can look at it. So these cubes are 1 meter. This is our unit of measurement here. This is a 1 meter cube. Let's right there. Okay, so that's 1 meter. And that makes sense, because yeah, like 2 of these is almost about 6 meters, and that's pretty much, you can imagine one of the NPCs laying down for this one stretch of fence. So if we wanted like 15 meters, that's a 15 meter difference. But I don't want 15 meters. I want something closer to maybe 30. Even that's too short. Maybe 50? That's better. Honestly, maybe even 60. I dig that. I dig that. 60 meters. Okay, let's try 60 meters. So, in our NPC, what is it called? Is it just an agent routine? Where the hell is it? Following target. In our follow target FSM, we're gonna check. So this float compare, honestly, we could change. Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be good. Okay, so this float compare, when it checks if the player is too far from them, too far will be over 60 meters. And so if it's equal or greater than, it'll send off to here, it'll say too far. And then en route to the player, they're gonna wanna stay about that. They're gonna wanna go to about 60 meters. So distance to player, they're always gonna stay about that far. But also what's interesting is like this get agent remaining distance. Let me see, what does it say? Gets the remaining distance on the current path of a nav mesh agent. What I'm wondering is if the distance is between just two objects in space, like literally just a beeline from one object to another, like that's one way of getting distance, and that's what the get distance action does. But this get agent remaining distance might not be that. I need to find this out, but like it might be that it's the remaining distance on a path. So if you had to like traverse like some crazy zigzag line to get to somebody, that path, if you unfold it, is much longer than just the distance between the two objects in space. Does that make sense? Frank Reynolds says, I've been super busy lately, finally hit a lull so I can devote more time to the speakeasy. Beautiful. Beautiful. I've been wondering where that thing's at. I want to see that shit. you know how adamant I am about that thing. When are we gonna get some works in progress? I know you don't want to share shit, but come on, let's get a little something. All right, so we're gonna do this float compare for this get agent remaining distance. It makes me think that instead of using agent remaining distance, I'm just gonna use the get distance. So I'm gonna copy and paste this other one. Right? No, hang on. Let's do it the other way around. Let's put this instead of this get distance. Let's put a get agent remaining distance. It might be the same thing. I might totally be tripping, but if this is different in the way I think it might be, I would much prefer this way, I think. Okay, so we get the remaining distance, right? Compare it to 60, and now they are trying to get close to them, right? So gets the distance to the player. In fact, they should go to about 55. Does that make sense? It's like when they're checking to see if they're too far, if it's equal or greater than 60, then that means too far. So then they start heading towards it and they bring it down to about 55. So there's like a 5-unit buffer between that. So they'll sit there just kind of at the precipice of, not precipice, what am I saying? Just kind of at the edge of what would be too far for them. So I'm gonna put when you get to equal or less than. So we'll check all these as, or actually, yeah, just these two as every frame. And when they are close enough, we go here to close enough. And here is where we'll do, let's just copy and paste these two. Except this will just be idle 1, is that what it is? Every single time I fucking forget this shit. Yeah, idle 1. And set agent is stopped. So this will stop them, play their idle animation, and then we want them to loop back to that one waiting to see player thing. So we want to send to here. So we'll give this a global transition called back to start. And we'll have a send event here that'll do that. Oops, send events. And this will send back to start. All right, so it sends us back here. Frank says, modeling a Model T right now. Yeah, I've got some textures in the works. Beautiful, very nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh man, I don't know what to do. There's that one little car model. Have you guys seen? I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this, right? The stupid little car I have. It's not stupid. It's cute, but it's just like, it's so, you know, dumb looking in the best way. But it's a really well modeled car. Yellow car. Here it is. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. I fucking love this little car, and even the interiors are modeled. Look, it has a gas pedal, it has a fucking steering wheel, and this is the low poly version. I did a little bit of touch-up work to make it a little bit more low poly, but it already still was just like, it's good how it is. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna use it just yet, but other than decorative, because all these little cars are definitely gonna be in the background. But the thing that was on my mind was like, I also don't want one car type. I want more cars in the game, at least 2 different other models. But I would have to like commission the dude who made this one, because this is such a brilliant design. I don't think I can model something this nice. My parents' neighbors own a fully restored Model T, so I have a pretty good reference. That's fucking nice. That's rad. My grandparents have a Model T. They live out they used to live in Indianapolis, and we used to ride a little Model T. Or no, you know what it was? No, it wasn't a Model T, it was a Model A. We used to ride a little Model A around Indianapolis to the lake. Had some crazy fever dreamy trips. Where do I want to go? Here we go. Sorry, detour. I love that car, Steven. The Beanmobile. yeah, totally. It's totally like follow target. It's totally the Cowboy Bebop, Lupin. I feel like there's somewhere else that I've seen that car. Lupin is probably the better example. Okay, so we have close enough, and then we send back here to the start. And it waits to see player, and if you can still see the player, then check there. Great. All right, let's see if our agents follow us. I think this is pretty much set up to go. I think the last thing that I need to check is just want to make sure that this is set up right. It's the rival city. Okay. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna have to check. Steven, check out OneNote. It comes with Windows 10. It's pretty cool for taking notes and saves to all your devices. So you have, if you have an idea while in bed, you can type on it from your phone and look at PC. Is that the sticky notes one? OneNote? Huh, wait, what the hell is this? I've never seen this. Your world organized. Oh shit, okay, hold up. Let me change which account I'm using. Personal Microsoft account. Because this might be a fucking solid, let me see. Oh, okay, yeah, this might be the jam then. Quick notes, how do you rename section? call this Memories of a Spy. Yo, Janjiro, I think this is gonna be my jam. I'm gonna start using this. Thank you. So do all the notes go here? Is this just the title? Oh, this is, okay, so that's the title. So I'm just gonna do this, and then here is a test. Cool. Very dope. And I'm gonna make this nice and big. Bigger. Cool. All right. Nice. And that is good because I'm gonna want to look at shit while I'm in bed. Go to view and switch background to dark. Oh. Settings. Dark. Here we go. All right. Beautiful. Mwah! Thank you. Well, let's check if this NPC follows us. We have to find out which NPC it is. So we go to Game Manager. Actually, we go to Player. Or wait. Variables. Info. Okay, so my city is set to DC. And then we have to check the Game Manager for Session Builder. And all the cities. That's right. It's been a while since I've looked at how I did all this stuff. So, for example, London. Their rival city is Moscow. Paris's rival city is London. Berlin's rival city is Paris. Morocco's rival city is... You know what I'm gonna do? This needs to be revealed in the inspector because I can't go through this fucking FSM every single time. This one doesn't have a rival city. Oh wait, Morocco, right. No, they don't. They never have rival cities. So we must be Moscow's. Yep. I love how, by chance, very many times, DC and Moscow have been pitted against each other. Which is just really funny to me. Okay, so if we go to Moscow right now, hopefully there's an agent in Moscow. So let's see. Let's expand some of these. Moscow agents. Expand all components. We have one Moscow agent. He's right here. Let's see what he looks like. Is he just standing around right there? Alright, so we're gonna go to Moscow and we're gonna get in this agent's face. And we're gonna see if they follow us around. And we have to like walk kind of far away from them to see if they do anything. 5. Alright. So, oh, it's right here, Okay, so surely they see us. We'll go to follow target. Oh, this is disabled. NPC vision? It said I was in view for a second, right? Right, it went there for a second. I wonder why. Oh, it must be at that state now. Yeah, look at follow at a distance. Okay, so it's at the state. It's at the follow at a distance state. Ah. You know what? Well, yeah, that does make sense. So maybe this, Nope. Let's see. I'm gonna pause it. So NPC conditions, target to follow spotted, sets value, right? And then can see player, that's constantly checking. Send event by name, so it's the NPC. Oh, look at that. Oh, you know why? Okay, hold on. I missed there's an oversight here. This NPC type FSM name. I'm gonna do two things really quick. I'm gonna write them down before I forget. Here's our first test of this. One is reveal rival city in inspector, and then two is set agents FSM name in behave attributes. Okay, because I know I'm gonna forget those as I do this. Even if it's just two things, I always forget that shit. Mechlina says, "Whoa, Wednesday Steam." There's so many ways I could read what your message said. I'm gonna read it like this instead. Wow, Wednesday stream. Happy Patty's Day, all. Check this out. This afternoon, my cousin stopped by to give me this, which is a gift from, which is a gift from my mother, and what's inside here is homemade corned beef and cabbage, which is amazing. It's one of the best things that she makes. Okay, how you doing, Mechlina? How's it going? Right, so I'm gonna set these up, right? Variables, city info. Oops, let me pop this back on. There we go. Your mom is adorable, awesome gift. Yeah, yeah, I love her. I love her so much. Okay, input. Okay, tells us what our rival city is. I really wish I would have templatized a lot of these things more. Like this city, I feel like, you know, once I learned, only recently did I realize that you can really harness the power of, okay, we're skipping Morocco. You can really harness the power of FSM templates when you use the input-output options for variables. So that way you could templatize things, but still give them unique properties, which is just like, and if I would have done that earlier on, I wouldn't have to do this constantly. I mean, honestly, I guess I could just still change city info. We'll see. Let's see how far down the road I'm gonna need that. But at least now they should show up. If I go down here, it'll tell us what the rival city is, so that's good. And then what was the other thing? The FSM name something? Set behavioral attributes, that's right. So if we go to our NPC, and it's in behavioral attributes, for the agent, oh, we do have that though. It plays the agent routine. Oh, you know what? I didn't maybe check the agent routine. Let's check that. What happens here? So they get the variables. Target to follow spotted. And then if it's true, then it follows target, which is this. I'm gonna try running this again, and this time I'm gonna take a closer look at the FSM for the agent routine. Okay, so now I should be able to click on these and they'll tell me. So we're already in DC, we don't need to check that. The rival city is Berlin. Rival city is Moscow. Rival city is Paris. Look, every time, DC again. It's a little concerning. I hope that doesn't happen all the time. So if we go to Moscow again, let's go to Moscow, player warp 5, stand in front of this dude. All right, we're right here, hard to miss, right in front of your face, pausing it, and then in Moscow, we only have the one agent right here, which is in front of us, and we'll go to the agent routine. So desu ne. Well, it should check again, so I'm gonna keep playing this. Let's see. Trying to get his attention. Oh, you know what? Maybe there's nothing that says check again. Right? Do I have nothing that updates this? So what would update it? What would update it? For example, like source signal routine. Something's checking this. Oh, you know what it is? I think the vision. Where is it? I think the vision NPC field of view. Or maybe NPC vision. Yeah, it should do the check again. Oh, look at that. There we go, right here. This is where it's fucking up. It's not storing that value. NPC type FSM name in behavioral attributes. Why doesn't it get it from there? Oh, you know what's happening? Is it's getting it... This happens too fast. So NPC vision. Let's give this a buffer. I'm gonna give the vision a buffer. All right. Hopefully that's all we need to solve that problem, because there's nothing more mind-boggling and sort of confusing and scary and stressful and holy fuck as sort of like initialization logic, you know, what comes first? NPC vision. No. Yes, right? That's what we wanted to just give a minute. So here's what we'll do is we'll create a new state and set this as the start state. And set this finished. Whoa, hey, come on. There you go. And then we'll have wait. And we'll wait 5 seconds. What is the behavioral attributes? Is there a wait in here? No, right? Enum set, random avoidance, check NPC type. All right. I have faith that this will work. I might be missing one other step, but otherwise that should work. The way I can test it without having to go too far down the line is just getting an agent and sort of skipping all these other steps I've been doing. So like if we just go to Moscow and agents, agent, and let's pause the game. Go to agent routine and or it was actually NPC vision, right? So now, yeah, there we go. Now it does have an NPC. There we go. All right, that fixed it. So now let's go see if our agent follows us around. Or actually, let's make sure we're still pitted against Moscow. Is it like, God, I don't want this to be true. Okay, good. The rival city is Berlin. Good. So whose rival city is, DC to Paris. All right, so our rival right now is Paris. Let's go to Paris. Player warp 2. So I'm gonna pause the game really quick, and I'm gonna make sure that I know who our agent is in Paris. All right, get them. Focus up on them. All right, so they're standing over here at the agency. Oh, they're all the way on the other side. Okay, well, here we go. In fact, I'm gonna do player speed 50. Oh no, am I stuck up? Ugh. Player jump 50. There we go. Okay. Oh no! Oh, the staircase doesn't have a collider. That's why. All right, so I'm just gonna have to jump up there. Come on! Fuck! I just want him to follow me. Come on! There we go. Okay, we're up here. Is that him? This is him, right? Let's check how he's reacting. Agent routine. Wait. Did I not do this right? Did I click on the wrong agent? There he is. Oh, he's over here. He's over here. How come I don't see him? Wait, is he invisible? What the fuck's going on? Is he underground? Oh, he is underground. God damn it. Hold up. I don't even... Is there a nav mesh down there? Oh, I guess there is. Oh, you know what? This nav mesh probably stayed from... Okay, you know what? This is too many kinds of janky right now. I'm just gonna do that again, and we're gonna get a mole that's somewhere else. I'll reset that nav mesh shit another time. That's too much. Alright. I just want to see this fucking guy follow us around. Paris. Moscow. DC. Berlin. Okay, so Berlin hates us. Let's go there. Is it one of these guys? Berlin agents. Agent. Boom. Focus on him. He's standing right next to us. He is that guy. Gray suit. So that's the guy who should be trying to follow us. This never got fired off. Let's see if this... Super laggy, because I'm running editor. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I don't know why he isn't updating his... He should be sort of cycling through this. Let me see. NPC vision. It also says I'm not in view over here, which is weird. I should totally be in view. Oh, there we go. Okay. But look at that. Agent routine is not getting triggered. Oh, there it goes. There it did. Yeah. Okay. So it just did one pass. But for some reason right here, target to follow spotted was not... Let's see. Oh. Okay, let's try setting this off. Huh. That's like never updating. Player's tagged as player, right? Yep. It's weird, this sensor get nearest isn't... It isn't picking me up. Oh. It might be because of this. It shouldn't be, right? Huh. I'm not sure why I'm not being registered in here. Base size, length. What if I like changed it something like that? Would that change anything? Oh, you know what might be happening? Is I have this thing set up. So, okay. I think I have an idea of what might be happening. In the NPC, there is that field of view collider, and that's sort of like, it is the vision cone, right? So like, you could see it here, right? It's this big mesh. It's not exactly a cone, but it sort of represents the field of view of the NPC. And that's what this trigger sensor script is. Now, I just recently tweaked this thing, the number of rays and minimum visibility. So, minimum visibility an object must be for it to be detected. I would think that lowering this would make it easier to see an object, right? And so what we could do is we could change this to like 0.25. And let's see how that works out. Okay. I might reset those to like what they used to be, but I'm gonna need to figure out line of sight shit eventually. Line of sight is not only when a player is sort of detectable by a raycast or within in view of some type of view cone, but also if you broke the NPC or player, just whatever, the character, into joints, into like limbs and stuff, and told the field of view thing to say like, well, how many of those limbs can you see? Can you see both arms, the chest, the head, like the waist, both legs, like the upper half of the leg, lower half of the leg? Can you see the feet? Can you see the hands? It breaks all those up into individual things, and then it gives you sort of like a percentage that says, okay, well, if you can see more than half of those items, then you pretty much see the player. But if you don't see however many you want to set it to, then it doesn't count as seeing the player. So that way, like if you're sneaking around and shit, like your foot can stick out around a corner, or even maybe some of your body can be sticking out from behind a tree or whatever, and that won't count as like being spotted. So that way it makes it a little bit more nuanced as to like what being spotted, what counts as being spotted. Janjiro says, damn. Yeah, damn. Damn as in, ow. Oh my god. Allergies hit my ear. Like, crazy feeling right now. Okay. Damn as in like, oh damn, you gotta get that fixed. I don't know why I went to that one, actually. Let me see. London. Oh, London's our rival. Okay, good. So we want to go to London now. Oh, I hope I can make it up there again. Last time I think that was all janky. Well, that was in Moscow. Hopefully this won't be as janky. Yeah, let's go there. Okay, so that's him. One of those guys. Okay, it is this one. I just didn't know about this method with the limbs for line of sight. Yeah, it's something I've been looking forward to putting in, but also kind of dreading, you know, because it's like, it's a cool and good thing to have, but I don't have much experience with it, so I've also kind of been like, let's put it off as much as we can. All right, so we're checking agent routine. Yeah, okay, so I'm kind of like popping in and out of view for him, right? Oh, you know what's probably happening? Motherfucker, you know what's happening? Every single time, it's been that the agent is overlapping. Do you think that's what's happening? Which one is it? Because, like, was it because the agents were, like, standing over each other? Let me see. So I should be able to, like, exit field of view and then enter. Right, so it's when I exit and enter. Okay, that makes sense. So, target to follow spotted on agent routine. Let's go to... NPC vision. Ah, look at that. I didn't set the whatchamacallit. See, NPC conditions, target to follow spotted. Yeah, you know what? I need to do that. Oh, I'm so dumb. This was the answer. Alright, I'll show you exactly what just happened. 8:45? Holy fuck, it's already 8:45? Okay, I'm gonna do this last thing. If it doesn't work, then that's... You know, I tried, and I'll have to come back tomorrow, but I wanna play Deep Rock tonight. So... Where was that fucking thing again? NPC vision. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is gonna solve everything. This is for sure it. Follow at a distance, right? Instead of NPC conditions, this needs to be NPC type FSM name. So that tells specifically the agent routine one. There we go. Okay. Let's fucking do it. That's totally my bad. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention as to whether or not that value was getting set. Okay, so now we should be able to, let's see. Who hates DC today? Who hates America today? Okay, London hates Berlin. Ah, Paris hates DC. Let's do this until somewhere else hates DC. I'm gonna hit play one more time. Okay. Paris hates Berlin. London hates Paris. Berlin hates DC. Let's go to Berlin. All right, I have faith this time. Here we go. Player warp 3. Okay. And we'll get Berlin's agent. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm excited. I'm excited. Agent routine. So we should be able to. We're not being. Okay. Weird though. It's still not. Still just getting sent straight to Berlin. Let's check if target to follow spotted. It might also have something to do with this, the NPC spotting target to follow, right? So it has to get the player, and then get FSM game object, the player of interest. It gets the info, gets the player city, which is DC. Yeah, and look at that. See, the rival city, compare it to the player city, DC. So if that's true, then it's the target to follow. That's true, great. And it sets FSM bool NPC vision is target to follow. So I'm gonna go up to this. We'll go to NPC vision, and when it has definitely gone here, it goes to true, right? That's even set to true. And it goes to follow at a distance. And then is this the wrong variable name? Set FSM bool agent routine. I'm calling it target to follow spotted. Target to follow spotted in agent routine. Target to follow spotted. Oh, what about this? Oh no, it's a. It should just be setting it. NPC vision. Target to follow spotted from NPC vision. Ah, that's why. Look at that. I'm trying to get a variable that doesn't exist over here. They're called two different things. This always fucks me in the ass. I always end up calling it something else. Okay, is target to follow. That's the one. Target to follow spotted. Those are actually, that is a delineation that's worth keeping, actually. I just confused myself because they sound very similar and they sound like they should be the same thing, but in reality they shouldn't. Okay. So target to follow spotted, is that even one that exists in here? Nope. So I need to put in target to follow spotted. All right, in NPC vision, I can remember this. NPC vision. Oh, Christ. I'm getting so hungry now. I just want to eat and play Deep Rock. Target to follow spotted. NPC vision. Checks in here, right? Goes here. And we're just going to do a set bool value. And we'll call it the same thing. New variable, boom. Just like that. Bool value. It gets set from somewhere else anyway. Field of view sensor. Is target to follow. Sets the NPC vision to true. Is target to follow, right? Yep. Okay. Does that bool test. And this bool value, I guess we could set it with is target to follow. Yeah. Okay. All right. Can I get some good juju, some fingers crossed, some I don't know, squeezing some lucky rabbit's feet. Oh Christ, I'm getting so hungry. Okay. Tell me, who hates DC today? Who hates America? London hates America today. God damn it, I want somewhere else to hate America. I honestly do just need to change the nav mesh and geometry for those places so I don't have to keep doing this. But I'm gonna rush right now. Okay, what about Paris? It's Berlin. Please be Berlin. Moscow? Okay, so it's Moscow. Okay, Moscow hates us. Beautiful. Back to our old rival. Player Warp Moscow. Alright, so it's one of you motherfuckers. Agent. Find him. And I'm gonna scooch him over. Go to, ooh, my heart's pounding, agent routine. Yes, okay, he's in the follow target one. Fixed. And it's doing the thing where it checks if I'm too far. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to see. Now I can move too far from him, and we should watch him. Here, I'll make this screen bigger so we can kind of see both. So we should be able to see this NPC start following me once I'm too far. Please. Nothing? Am I not 60 meters away? Oh, hang on though. But he lost sight of me. So he does have to keep sight of me. You know what? I think this kind of answers a question I had for myself earlier. Because one of the old things in that notepad document I had open earlier, I was trying to open earlier, my original design concept was to, instead of checking distance, it would just check whether or not they were in view. Come on. They would pretty much just follow you around to make sure you're always in view. Okay. So he's in view of me right now. Let's make sure he could still see me through this doorway. Okay. So if I stay... Let's see. Alright. Okay. This isn't a very good design. I'm gonna have to change it. But I at least want to see him walk over to me. once I'm too far, but he can still see me. Okay, so yeah, the view might be too short to, let's see. I'm gonna do this as like a temp, just to see how things work kind of deal. Let me see. I'm gonna extend his view just for this test, just so I could see how things work. Field of view collider length, we're gonna just put it as like 15, because I think that's gonna be super big, right? Yeah, that's super big. Okay. So now the agent, follow target, so he could still see me. Not too far for him yet, though. I'm still, wait, how far am I? Hold on, let's check. Ah, look at this. Look at this, he wasn't even checking. He's trying to get the FSM player of interest object from NPC vision, but he's not getting anything back, so he has nothing to compare it to. All right, I'll solve that shit tomorrow, because I need to eat, and so here's the thing, is people in the chat, what should I do? I don't use Discord enough to know the courtesies or etiquette. I think maybe I'll just put it in the playing games one. I don't want to tag everybody. Honestly, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put it in announcements, or I don't know. Maybe that's not right. Because in announcements, I probably should save that for when I'm gonna do dev sessions. What should I do about this, guys? What do you think? How should I announce, dev things versus streaming like playing shit? Would anybody mind much if I just put that in my because my general announcements thing is for everything, but I only ever really use it for when I'm gonna stream game dev stuff, and I haven't ever used it for anything else. But I think it's also probably an appropriate place to just put anything, right? Announce everything. Whatever you feel like. Yeah, I think, okay. Yeah, I think it seems like just general announcements. I should also be putting like, hey, new videos uploaded and stuff like that. All right, I'll probably do that. So I'm gonna go have dinner right now, and I'm gonna wolf it down super fast because I can't wait to play fucking video games tonight. I'll put in an announcement and let all y'all. I'll link y'all to the Twitch stream, and stop by if you like. If not, no worries. But just letting you know that's out there. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Thanks to everybody who stopped by tonight for the dev stream. I wish I could have got you a fucking NPC that was following me around, but that looks like I have faith that I could do it tomorrow, because I started a little late today, but I kind of want to dedicate my mornings and noon/early afternoon to official Hutong stuff, and then my afternoons and evening to game dev stuff. So hopefully I can kind of get in that schedule a little bit better. So yeah, thanks everybody who swung by. Pop into the Discord, join it if you haven't already, and stay peeped for the Twitch stream that I'm going to pop into the announcement section later on. All right, to everybody else, good night. Peace, peace, peace. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Eat right. Get lots of sleep. See your friends. Get some sunshine. Take care of yourself. Good night.